Most people, whether consciously or not, prefer to view life through a comforting lens, one that filters out the harsher aspect of reality. This psychological tendency allows them to protect their worldview, preserve long-held beliefs, and stay nestled within emotional safety zones. It's a form of mental defense, helping them avoid the discomfort that comes from confronting painful truths. They choose ease over truth, illusion over insight. However, Sigma males function on a completely different frequency. They don't shield themselves from reality. In fact, they welcome it. No matter how uncomfortable, unsettling, or inconvenient the truth may be, instead of denying reality, they confront it. Instead of being discouraged by the world's imperfections, they use life's difficult truths as tools for growth. These truths sharpen their perceptions, deepen their understanding, and ultimately empower them to navigate life with independence and clarity. Rather than being crushed by what most people avoid, Sigma males thrive because they accept it. This mindset is what sets them apart. In this video, we're going to delve into 8 hard-hitting truths about life, realities that many reject or ignore, but that Sigma males not only accept, they embrace as guiding principles for their journey. 1. Nobody truly has life figured out. From childhood, many are taught to believe that adulthood comes with answers, that one day they'll have everything under control just like the adults around them. Leaders, parents, teachers, and professionals often project an aura of certainty and authority. Society reinforces the illusion that people in positions of power know exactly what they're doing and where they're going. But Sigma males see through performance. They realize early on that even the most confident people are often improvising. Behind the polished speeches, executive suits, and charismatic smiles are people grappling with doubt, insecurity, and trial and error thinking. Life, for everyone, is a constant experiment, with no final blueprint or universal instruction manual. Sigma males don't find this chaotic truth frightening. They find it liberating. If nobody truly has life figured out, then there's no need to follow blindly, fear mistakes, or live up to a false standard of perfection. This awareness gives Sigmas permission to forge their own path. They become more confident in trusting their instincts, taking risks, and learning from experience rather than waiting for certainty. Moreover, this realization fosters empathy, knowing that everyone, even the seemingly successful, is battling some form of confusion or insecurity. Sigmas approach others with patience and understanding. They're not easily awed by status, nor are they disillusioned by human error. They see humanity for what it is, a work in progress. 2. Most people are driven by self-interest. Society often celebrates ideals like kindness, generosity, and selflessness. These are values taught in schools, encouraged in workplaces, and praised in public life. But Sigma males understand something that isn't always said out loud. Self-interest is the primary motivator behind most human behavior. This doesn't mean people are inherently selfish in a malicious way. It's simply a recognition of human nature. Whether it's a friend offering help, a colleague giving advice, or someone performing an act of charity, there's often a personal motive at play. It could be the desire to be seen as good, to feel useful, to gain influence, or to secure reciprocity in the future. Sigma males don't ignore this. They account for it. They don't romanticize human behavior or pretend everyone operates from pure intentions. Instead, they maintain a healthy skepticism, evaluating actions with a realistic lens. They ask themselves, what's the real motive here? Or what's in it for them? This approach doesn't make Sigmas cold. It makes them strategic. They protect themselves from emotional manipulation and disappointment by not placing blind trust in appearances or sweet words. They assess people based on consistency, mutual value, and sincerity. In friendships, business dealings, and social dynamics, Sigma males prioritize reciprocity and mutual respect. They don't expect perfection, but they do demand authenticity. Understanding the self-serving nature of most behavior allows them to navigate relationships wisely, avoiding traps that others fall into when they expect everyone to act from pure goodwill. 3. True friendship is exceptionally rare. Sigma males have come to accept one of the more emotionally difficult truths in life. Authentic friendship is exceedingly rare. In a world that often confuses convenience with connection, many relationships exist not because of deep mutual understanding, but because of circumstance, shared interests, social environments, or similar life stages. But what happens when one person experiences a breakthrough? Whether it's promotion, personal growth, or newfound success, these changes often unearth hidden dynamics within the relationship. Jealousy, competitiveness, and subtle resentment can quietly creep in, replacing encouragement with judgment and admiration with suspicion. Sigma males notice these shifts instinctively. They sense when support starts to feel performative or when a friend's smile no longer reaches their eyes. Because of this insight, Sigma males don't chase large social circles or waste emotional energy maintaining shallow connections. They don't confuse popularity with meaningful connection, and they're not interested in friendships that are only comfortable when things stay equal. Instead, they become masters at observing people, watching how they behave during success and struggle, how they respond to change, and whether they celebrate others without comparison. When a Sigma male finds someone who offers sincere friendship, free from competition, backhanded compliments, or hidden agendas, they don't take it for granted. That rare bond becomes something sacred. It's not based on convenience, but on genuine loyalty, mutual respect, and emotional safety. This realistic view of friendship allows Sigma males to guard their peace, keep their circle small, and invest only in relationships that are real, resilient, and rooted in trust. For appearance affects perception and opportunity. We've all heard the phrase, "It's what's inside that counts." And while the sentiment holds moral weight, Sigma males understand that the real world often operates by different rules. In truth, how you look and present yourself can have a powerful impact on how others perceive you and the opportunities you receive. Studies in psychology and sociology consistently reveal that physical appearance influences first impressions more than people care to admit. Attractive individuals are often seen as more competent, more trustworthy, and even more likable, regardless of their actual skills or personality. In job interviews, social settings, and everyday interactions, looks can tilt the scales. This may seem unfair, but Sigma males don't shy away from inconvenient truths. They use them to their advantage. For Sigmas, attention to appearance isn't about vanity or superficiality. It's about strategy. They treat their physical presence as a form of nonverbal communication. From their posture and grooming to their clothing and facial expressions, every element sends a message. They know that being well-groomed and composed doesn't mean selling out or trying to impress everyone. It means understanding human psychology and playing the game wisely. Yet, true to their core nature, Sigma males never let appearance define their identity. They don't change who they are fit in, nor do they use image as a mask. Instead, they make calculated choices to ensure that how they're perceived aligns with their values, goals, and intentions. They understand that perception opens doors, and they make sure those doors are worth walking through. 5. People are too busy to care about your problems. In a society overwhelmed by constant distractions, personal struggles, and emotional fatigue, Sigma males have come to understand a difficult but crucial truth. Most people are simply too preoccupied with their own lives to genuinely care about yours. While friends, co-workers, or acquaintances may express momentary sympathy or offer kind words in passing, true, lasting empathy is exceedingly rare. Sigma males don't interpret this reality as cold or cruel. They see it for what it is, a reflection of human nature. Everyone is fighting their own unseen battles, managing internal conflicts, or pursuing personal goals that demand most of their energy and attention. In this context, expecting others to consistently understand, carry, or validate your emotional pain becomes unrealistic. Rather than allowing this truth to lead to cynicism or bitterness, Sigmas embrace it with calm acceptance. They do not offload their emotional struggles onto others nor wait for external rescue. Instead, they turn inward. They cultivate emotional self-reliance, develop strong inner frameworks for dealing with pain, and take full responsibility for their healing. This mindset leads to exceptional emotional maturity. Sigma males know that while support is appreciated, self-soothing and internal strength are essential. They become their own source of encouragement during difficult times, which makes them less dependent on validation and more capable of withstanding solitude, adversity, or even betrayal. In a world that often fails to show up for others, Sigma males learn to show up for themselves, consistently and powerfully. 6. Most of us will be forgotten in a few generations. Another truth that Sigma males fully accept: while many shy away from, is this: most of us will be forgotten within a few generations. Beyond our immediate families, parents, children, maybe grandchildren, personal memories begin to fade. Names are remembered, perhaps, but the essence of who someone was, their laughter, their kindness, their values, gradually disappears into time. For many, this idea is unsettling, even depressing. But Sigma males see it from a radically different perspective. To them, this truth isn't a cause for despair. It's a form of liberation. If legacy is fleeting, then the pressure to chase recognition, fame, or immortality through achievement loses its grip. Instead of trying to etch their name into the stone of history, Sigma males choose to etch their presence into the lives they touch, the experiences they live, and the values they embody. They understand that significance doesn't have to mean being remembered forever. It can mean living truthfully in the present. Every genuine conversation, every act of kindness, and every personal victory holds its own timeless weight. Sigma males focus on crafting a life of meaning that is measured not by how long they're remembered, but by how deeply they lived. They value purpose over prestige, presence over permanence, and authenticity over accolades. For them, accepting the brevity of legacy clarifies what matters most, living each day with depth, intention, and heart. 7. The double-edged sword of kindness. Understanding that excessive kindness invites exploitation. Kindness is widely regarded as a noble virtue, and in many societies, it is praised as one of the highest expressions of humanity. It represents compassion, empathy, and a willingness to help others without expecting anything in return. However, Sigma males see kindness through a more nuanced and realistic lens. They understand that while kindness can build bridges and foster goodwill, when extended without discernment or limits, it can become a liability. Excessive or indiscriminate generosity often sends a wrong signal. It can be perceived not as strength but as vulnerability. When someone continually gives without setting boundaries, it may attract people who are not genuinely appreciative but opportunistic. These individuals may see kindness not as something to be reciprocated, but as something to be exploited. Sigma males are keenly aware of this dynamic. They do not allow themselves to fall into the trap of being taken advantage of simply because they are considerate. They recognize that in a world where self-interest often drives behavior, kindness must be paired with strength and awareness. This leads to what can be called disciplined compassion, a deliberate and measured form of kindness. Sigma males are not cold or unfeeling. On the contrary, they are capable of deep empathy and meaningful acts of service. However, they apply their compassion selectively and wisely. They set firm boundaries that protect their emotional and psychological well-being. They know when to say no, when to step back, and when to disengage from those who show patterns of manipulation or entitlement. By doing this, Sigma males maintain their integrity and humanity while ensuring that their goodwill does not become a tool for others' personal gain. They refuse to let their kindness be mistaken for weakness. This balanced approach allows them to remain compassionate yet strong, kind yet fiercely self-respecting. In essence, their kindness becomes a conscious choice rather than default behavior, grounded in self-awareness and resilience. 8. The necessity of action, realizing that ambition without execution is futile. Ambition is often romanticized as the fuel that powers human greatness. It inspires dreams of success, wealth, legacy, and personal fulfillment. But ambition alone is not enough. Sigma males understand a truth that eludes many. Without consistent action, ambition is nothing more than idle fantasy. While countless people envision better lives or greater accomplishments, few are willing to put in sustained effort required to turn those visions into reality. This disconnect between dreaming and doing is where most people falter. They set goals, speak of plans, and harbor desires, but lack the discipline, persistence, or strategic mindset to follow through. Sigma males, on the other hand, view ambition as only the starting point, a spark that must be followed by rigorous execution. To them, dreaming big without acting on those dreams is a waste of time and potential. They are not content with imagination alone. They want results, and they're willing to work tirelessly to achieve them. What sets Sigma males apart is their commitment to purposeful action. They approach life with a clear sense of direction. They set specific, measurable goals and then devise logical, efficient plans to achieve them. But even more importantly, They follow through, they persist through failure, adjust strategies when needed, and maintain a level of discipline that keeps them moving forward even when motivation fades. This relentless focus on execution is what transforms ambition into tangible outcomes. Sigma males understand that progress is built through small, consistent steps taken day after day, not through bursts of inspiration or vague hopes. They are grounded in reality, knowing that success is not promised to the most ambitious, but to those who act with persistence and intention. Their path may be solitary and their methods unconventional, but their results speak volumes. In the end, they are defined not by what they wish to do, but by what they actually accomplish. Conclusion: the empowerment of embracing life's harsh truths. Many people go through life shielding themselves from discomforting realities. They cling to idealistic beliefs, avoid painful truths, and seek solace in comfortable illusions. But Sigma males take a different path. They deliberately confront life's most uncomfortable truths, not out of cynicism, but out of a desire for clarity, authenticity, and self-mastery. To them, truth is not something to be feared, but a powerful tool for growth. By embracing the harsh realities of human behavior, personal ambition, relationships, and the fleeting nature of existence, Sigma males cultivate a mindset rooted in strength and resilience. They do not waste energy on wishful thinking or victimhood. Instead, they use their insights to shape their actions, manage their emotions, and direct their lives with purpose. Their path may not be easy, but it is undeniably empowering. This philosophy grants Sigma males a unique kind of freedom. The freedom to live on their own terms, to make independent choices, and to rise above societal noise. They are not swayed by trends, approval, or superficial rewards. Instead, they pursue meaning over popularity, growth over comfort, and truth over illusion, in a world that often rewards conformity and surface-level thinking. Sigma males remain rare. They are lone wolves not because they reject others, but because they choose depth over pretense and self-awareness over ignorance. Their journey may be solitary, but it is profoundly rich in purpose and authenticity. By living in alignment with truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, they carve out a life of quiet strength, unshakable confidence, and lasting fulfillment. Do you resonate with the ideas I shared in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more content about Sigma males, explore the other videos on this channel. Thanks for watching.